Joel and welcome back to the channel. Now if you have been a viewer for a while, you may have seen that about 6 or so weeks back I did a video titled 5 mods that you should do to your BMW Z4. Now I said in that video if it got over 200 likes I would do another video exactly the same. And guess what? That video got way over 200 likes, so here we are. Here's 4 more mods that you should do to your BMW Z4. Now, before we get into the topic of today's video, I wanted to cast your eyes very quickly to the t-shirt I am wearing. The guys at Car Culture Store got in touch with me and said, Joel, we love your channel and we think your audience is fantastic. We'd like to introduce you and them to our online clothing store. So I said, that's fine, send me a link, I'll check out your clothing. To which I found a website full of clothing such as this and hoodies and other types of garments with classic petrol head slogans on. I said, I actually really like your t-shirts that say save the manuals, and they said we will send you a couple of samples if you agree to leave a link in the description of your videos. So I said that sounds like a fair deal, and here I am. That's why I'm wearing this t-shirt. If you're anything like me and you're a bit of a petrol head and appreciate a good old manual gearbox, which is, let's face it, a bit of a dying breed, you might also want to hook yourself up with some of their clothing. Now, there is of course a link in the description, and not only did they send me the samples, but they will also give me a small commission on any sales that are made through that link. So if you do want to indirectly support this channel and also a fantastic clothing brand, then please do go ahead, click that link in the description and get yourself one of these amazing t-shirts or hoodies or whatever else takes your fancy. Right, that out the way guys, let's get into today's video. Now, the first modification that I want to talk about in today's video does involve going under the bonnet. Now, some of you may know what this is because from that last modifications video I did, the #1 comment was that I should have mentioned the sound generator pipe modification. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, the sound generator pipe is a small tube that goes from the back of the engine to where you can imagine the glove box is. In that tube, there are a couple of bits of foam, and if you take them out, it gives you a really lovely and much accentuated and loud intake sound straight into the cabin. Now, if you want to see exactly what that sounds like, I did a video a long time back when I first got this car, and I did that exact modification. So click ahead in the top hand of the screen to see that now if you want to know a little bit more about it. Now, this really is a fantastic mod, but it is worth mentioning that it's not actually able to do on all Z4s. I believe it is just 3-litre models, with maybe a few exceptions, that have this physical pipe where you can remove the foam. It is honestly such a fantastic modification because it takes about 1 minute to do, and the difference you get from it is pretty profound, and it's completely free. I have since put the foam back into my pipe just because I want to get the best sound possible from that exhaust with the back box delete. So that's modification #1. The second modification in today's video is replacing your normal aerial for a stubby one. Now, you can buy online on eBay is where I got mine, a Peugeot aerial or a Citroen aerial, one of the two, for about £9, and it simply just screws on to the existing base. Now, as you can see from the shots that I'm overlaying, I made a complete mess of mine and actually managed to just completely rip the base, and therefore I can't attach a stubby aerial. So I have been without for about a year an aerial on my car. However, I still prefer this base just being exposed and not actually useful than the big long one that you get as standard with these cars. So yes, it's a very simple mod to do. It is simply, if you do it correctly, unlike me, just a case of unscrewing the existing aerial and then screwing on the new one that you can get on eBay. I shall leave a link in the description of this video to the exact part that I've bought, and you know what, I've got mine sitting in my drawer, so if you like this video, leave a comment and you're subscribed, I will send that stubby aerial to one of you viewers. I will pick one of you at random in the next video. Modification #3 on today's list is the cup holder mod. Now, some of you may be screaming at me saying, my car's already got cup holders. Well, that is because the cup holders on this Z4 are quite simply just a factory option. Some of them will have them, some of them won't. My car, when I bought it, was a car that had no cup holders, which was always a thing in this channel, which you guys found quite entertaining, me getting frustrated with having none. But anyway, a few months back, very kindly, a subscriber of mine from Germany said he would buy and send me the parts for a cup holder, and henceforward I did a full install video on my channel, so go ahead and look at that. But you can indeed retrofit these cup holders quite easily. They go there just underneath the air vent, and it is fantastic to have and very useful. They're not the best, let's face it, those of you that have them will know. They're a bit flimsy and they don't really hold many types of cups, so not quite sure who and why they were designed as they were. But nonetheless, if you have no cup holders in your Z4, it is a modification that you can and you should do. Lastly then, and the final modification from today's video I wanted to talk to you about is something that I haven't actually done to mine. My dad has done it to his, and many of you will have done it to yours, and many of you also suggested I mention it on this channel, and that is the roof relocation modification. Now, those of you who are Z4 owners, or those of you that perhaps are looking into purchasing a Z4, will have seen all over the forums, everywhere online, that the roof motors often get flooded when the drain blockage unblocking pipes don't get unblocked. They end up flooding the roof motor and obviously therefore breaking it. So quite a common thing that many Z4s will have already had done to them is they have the roof motors relocated. I believe they sit in the doors on the passenger side as standard in the UK, and most people will relocate them to the boot, and therefore they don't then suffer from the same issue with flooding when the tubes are not unblocked. I hope that makes sense, but essentially it is just relocating the roof motor from the door to the boot. It's a fairly simple thing to do, something you can have done for a few £100, and it does therefore mean that you don't run the risk of having your roof motor flooded, which if you get sort of redone at a BMW place would cost you like £1,000 if it was broken. So it's not something I've done. I've been very lucky in, my car is absolutely fine. I've never had any issues at all with my roof motor, but that is a mod I thought I'd mention in this video, as many of you said I should, and also I know it is actually quite a common modification, and if you don't know about it, there you go. So there we have it. There's 4 more modifications that I think you should do to your BMW Z4. Just before I go and end this video, guys, I want to remind you that I still have an active partnership live with Carly, the company that make the OBD readers and the mobile application, where you can do a number of things such as coding your roof, coding daytime running lights on your BMW, as well as things like resetting fault codes. You can get 20% off the OBD reader, and then you can purchase the full app as well, allowing you to unlock all of those functionalities. Now, I appreciate I've mentioned that a few times, and some of you have heard it several times as well, but I am genuinely really appreciative of companies like Carly and Car Culture Store getting in touch with me and giving me the opportunity to make a little bit of money from this YouTube channel, because I'm sure you can understand that even a small channel like mine does cost quite a lot of money and a lot of my time to run. So actually getting these small opportunities to make a little bit of money from these companies is fantastic, because it helps me be sustainable with this channel and therefore be able to make more videos for you guys. So needless to say, I hope you guys understand that. So there we have it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please do leave it a like if you enjoyed it, and of course comment below and subscribe if you want the chance of winning my stubby aerial. As well as that, if you just want to leave a comment about other modifications I should have talked about, or things you also think about this topic, please do comment below, because I genuinely do really enjoy reading all of them. So thank you so much for watching this one, guys, and I will see you very, very soon.